Iko Nini.
Iko Nini.
Episode 224. Tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend, sindio?
You guys.
Hey, alafu sijui kama hizi lights zime clear up my specs, but kaa hazija clear up, kuna vile kiasi kuna bloodshot eyes my eyes are a little bit red. Na kitu funny ni this is the same time where I decided to wear my marijuana perfume. Najua.
And you have okay.
And I have bloodshot eyes. So kila ilikuwa interesting ni like I don't know, unajua I wear it and when I smell it I feel like it smells like marijuana, but I never know how people around, does it remind you of marijuana in any way when you smell it? Because that's one thing I don't know. Like saizi
for me, maybe unajua most of the time when you ukiwear inakuanga just fresh.
Yeah.
So another fact that ushainiambia like inaitwa cannabis and stuff. So
yeah.
So I think maybe mimi for me inakuanga aware. But sijeona ati ikini direct
to nini. But do you so you never get any hint of marijuana? Ukisikia?
Kiasi.
Kiasi, okay. Because the funny thing is like if it's up close like this, you actually feel like it's even the smoke. You can feel the smoky marijuana.
Like umewasha.
Yeah. So inakaganikani imewasha kishash. Yeah, so reason niko na bloodshot eyes lakini ni the fact that on the day tuna shoot it's like is it basically maybe 2 hours after I landed in Nairobi and because nilikuwa nimeenda a trip out of town. The trip did not end up being what I expected it to be. But we live and we learn but sasa
so you went tripping.
Yes. So this is what happened. So on Friday anatoka yo trip I think nilikudungia nikakwambia like I'm thinking of going live. But then I didn't talk to you immediately because around the same time besi yangu aitwa Muki called me. So Muki Garang, for the people who know him. So we talk with Muki. Then it's a few minutes to 12. I'm like, I'm so pissed. I don't think I can go to sleep. Let me just go live with my phone. So I went live with my phone. And then I think truly stay mpaka around maybe saa 8. I think I'm not sure. Then saa 8, now I'm looking at I'm afraid I'm going to oversleep. So I go to bed, and when I went to bed, now I had to set the alarm because nikwantaka nitoke your place by 6 latest. So I set the alarm for 5:20, and then now the fact that I'm afraid I might miss your flight I didn't sleep.
Kuna kongana that kaparanoia kanaigianga you get.
Keep
checking your phone.
So skulala. So like I kept waking up. I'd sleep kidogo then wake up because I'm so used to like kuslala next to wife na najua hata niki oversleep kana najua niko na nini ataniamsha. So jua, but now I didn't have that luxury. I'm in a hotel. I can't like hata niki mlango iko huko, I can't ask someone to come wake me up. So that's what happened. So I ended up not sleeping, but we are here. We have to do the podcast. And of course, Nini, the trip, like one of the things that pissed me off is I just got a bad mattress, man. Like even my back right now is back to its worst. Like I'm feeling pain. Paka nafikiria maybe it's time that I went for that scan. Najua ati ukiskaniwa mgongo au scan in segments. Sojo hivyo?
And I don't know. Ulikuwa umeniambia before.
So they scan the lower, the middle back and upper back. So me I normally feel nini hapo kwa lower back.
Lower back pain.
Yes. Okay. So I need to go get that checked because yes, I walk, I whatever. So I don't know, the fact that it's never gone and it just stays there. But now when I went to that place, because I normally feel very bad nikiamka. Mostly, but at least on my bed, because I had to change mattresses and what, it's better. But on that bed from that place, damn man, like my back is killing me. And this is the better mattress, don't forget.
Okay.
So utterly kwa live niliambia say what the hotel is called. So the hotel is called Boma Inn. So Boma Inn, one of the things you'll enjoy about that place is the shower. You get the shower is dope. But it's dope only in the morning when there's hot water, and at some point they switch off. So even if you shower, you have to shower with cold water. But nile maji na kutoka poof, it hits you and it's you'll enjoy. But the room itself, especially I think maybe me partially because wife yuko kwa hiyo industry, so through her I've seen a few hotel rooms, and it just didn't do it for
in
me.
hotel.
It didn't nini for me, so I didn't enjoy the stay. Now my back
How's
is
the
killing
food?
me. The food is not bad. It's not wow, but it's not bad. The food was not bad. Hapo siwezi complain. I think the only thing was, even I don't think the hotel is bad. I just think that maybe the management, your specific branch that I dealt with, maybe they've not changed a few mattresses. Well, you have to change. This is a hotel. That has to be like part of, unajua ile kitu like in hoteli lazima tubadilishe mattress after
when you're receiving new guests.
Yeah.
Because hao ni watu wenye they've never spent time there, and they're going to live with the impression that they find there. So at least have some, bed. People have ukisikia tu hoteli is food and bed. Because people have just come there to relax.
Relax ama pia kucheza ule mchezo. Hiyo bed iko ya kucheza hiyo mchezo. So kulikuwa na hiyo, like I didn't enjoy. Alafu kitu moja mbaya ni we live in a country where if you express your opinion, people take you as arrogant and rude and what. So I remember when I say that I don't like this, some person somewhere got offended. I'm not going to get into the specific details of that. Well, maybe one day I might talk about that shit. But so that happened. I was there like half another thing that happened like during that tour, and I'll come realize that sometimes the way you view people is not the same way they view you. And it was disappointing to discover that, because unajua, especially when you're dealing with people who understand what podcasting is, and you are there somewhere is there worshipping radio presenters and treating you like shit. You're like, okay, I'm seeing this shit. So kuzanchua ni wale wako online mafanya zile ujinga online, you get that attitude. But apart from that, I met like a few Iko Nini fans. If you're Iko Nini fan, I don't want you snitching on where the hell I was, because I'm not ready to talk about that shit till ile time tabonga juu yake. So I met one dude called Mose jo, mad respect. Mose is like, damn, that dude was remembering episodes like kitambo, you guy. Before the lighting and before the what, like uko mpaka niambie just kumconnect kitu kama 500 subscribers hizo siku. Like mad respect to Mose. That was good to see. So
I met such there are those that when mkipatana nao they take you back. Wanaweza kupeleka back to some certain episode. You said this. Kuna dude nilipatana naye kwa mat, kwa basi, na akaniambia like yeye alikuwa amewachi Iko Nini sana, mpaka sasa alikuwa ameanza sasa kuprepare ati the wife, ati nikimake pan ana explainia wife nikipake pan. So
there's that, man, and it makes you feel especially ile time umetoka kufeel undervalued and disrespected. You feel like some type of way, because I remember sasa niki on my trip back hivi, kuna ile design, I think kuna time tulipita some clouds so like you're top of clouds, and like I'm fascinated by nature, because like the universe, like what the hell, like why are we here? Don't give me
I'm here to get my
so we are going to do that. We have to do that. So kuna time like we are flying above the clouds alafu of course like above the clouds and anina play kwa mind yangu ya Guru Gangster, unajua kana Inspector Deck, above the clouds whatever. So that song is playing nini, and then but I was not actually listening to it. I was listening to Atmosphere. And the way I love Atmosphere. So I was super pissed, but kuna ngoma hapo inaitwa Watercolors that actually calmed me down. By the time the plane was landing, I was there like shit, because like wana nijuaga na the way I treat fatherhood one of those dudes who think that any minute you get to spend with your kids, just spend. This tomorrow is never guaranteed. So for me to be like 3 days away from my daughter, najua, and I knew like she was sad, and like when she knew I was traveling, and then for it to end up not being what I expected it to be, that was some disappointing ish. But saizi tumeshatoka hapo. So when I was there, a lot of issues happening, and I'm like, this is some good podcast material. What if I was somewhere in a podcasting? Yeah. So one of the stories that made headlines ilikuwa story na anaitwa Brian Mwenda. So Brian Mwenda apparently has been practicing law. And he's not studied law. I don't know.
Hana credentials.
So kuna watu wanasema ati amestudy but he didn't go to the school of law. Kuna watu wengine wanasema where he's never studied. So I don't know how the story is. But what this one I saw from the Star, so I don't know how true this is, but the Star alikuwa nasema it's being reported that he argued 26 cases in both the High Court and the Court of Appeal and won all the cases. Like damn. So wanna feel nini juu ya such a dude. So now he's been arrested. Do you know who he was arrested by? The LSK Rapid Action Team. RAT.
Oh.
Mm.
So okay.
Yeah.
Walimrat out.
Yes.
Okay.
They had to rat that dude out.
Rapid.
Yeah.
So he argued cases and won.
Yeah.
I'm a practice. Because okay, you can unaweza fanya law, but then you have to practice it.
Yeah.
My layman explanation. So I don't know where he got his practice from. Na lazima ikuwe ni law firm. You cannot just enter sijui ati uko na makaratasi then start practicing nini. You must establish na a law firm. At least you just know A to B na nini, attend clinicals a court, and usikize hearings zingine. So kama if he was able to present himself in front of a judge na actually argue out cases,
Yeah.
ni msemanya ako na time yake kwa courtroom.
Yeah.
So what we don't know ni kama ako na time yake kwa classroom.
Yeah, so but no,
you get those.
Yeah, but we check the way people have come out to defend him. So let's talk about the obvious
Hustling,
ones. Sonko is literally born again.
Yeah, he's a born again Kenyan.
Man. Yeah, born again Kenyan. So kwa watu wajuagi kuna kwa the story that when Sonko left Shimolatewa, basically there was a death certificate that was handed to Shimolatewa to show that person, because I think the person was Michael Mbuvi. Yeah, so that original Michael Mbuvi
has ceased
passed,
to exist.
Yeah, he was deceased. Yeah. So then of course akatembea place inaitwa Makadara. Not Makadara, is it Makadara?
Makadara.
Yes, Makadara
constituency.
And then in Makadara akadarwa na mkono wa Yesu Kristo. Cheki
akadarika.
After kudarika gora akakuwa resurrected. Najua like sijui kwa nini even why people doubt like Yesu. Like unasema ati Yesu hakuwa nini. So this guy got resurrected.
Yeah.
Alafu unajua kuna kuwaga na hiyo like a law whatever, like if you're pronounced dead and if you'd been sentenced to death ama for life, if resuscitate, are you still supposed to continue with your, because you'd already been pronounced dead? That means you finished the sentence.
Yeah, you
so
cannot,
right now
you cannot possess anything.
Yeah.
Unajua how serious it is kukuwa na nini death certificate. Hata mahali signature yako ilikuwa.
Yeah.
If kama sasa kumekuwa na death certificate ya okay, I won't say me. Say najua na tuko na some joint accounts na nini. You get text like his whole family. Because this is not someone mwenye anaweza kuwa pale alafu wa represent interests zake. Nani went from coming back to life and holding an office.
Yeah.
Like, occupying a seat.
Was resurrected.
Ni parliament.
Yeah, alianza na parliament.
Alianza na parliament.
Kuna mse na on mama 3 ule
mwenye utetea mahaki za wasee sijui nini. Yeah.
Afu shaonaga hii photo yake moja ile akiwa somewhere in Mombasa when he was still broke. Like he was a thin dude wearing some big trousers,
cheap ass clothes.
Yeah, and for him to that, I respect that. I always say like we live in a jungle. Hapa Kenya it's a jungle where being honest means nothing. So we have to give credit to Sonko.
Yeah.
And also, of course pia Sonko akikama out asema he's going to pay all the legal fees for Brian. I'm like thank you, because at least he's done all this thuggery, but that's the thuggery that's allowed in this country and it's accepted in this country. So
it's a
just
perfect scenario of you must reinvent yourself.
Sindio? And he reinvented himself. Sindio? Yeah. So after reinvent saizi amekam kutetea umse so him amesema ataenda kumlipia legal fees and I'm like I respect that. Another person who surprised me yule amekuja kubonga juu yake, okay I don't say this one didn't surprise me Atuoli, but Atuoli pia amekaa makabonga juu ya Atuoli talked about something called is it RPL? I don't know what the R stands for, but kuna hiyo ingine prior learning. That means that this guy, the fact that he's been practicing law and he's won all these cases, he has that thing of prior learning, najua. So hata akienda law school anafaa kupita tu through the courses because he's busy they are winning stuff that people who are teaching in law schools would not win.
Recognition of prior learning,
RPL yes so Atuoli ametoa hiyo, but now the person who surprised me was Matakarua alisema like she's ready to represent him in court. How did you find that?
She knows something.
Yeah,
because Matakarua ni senior counsel. Maybe anajua, I don't know. Well, tuseme tu hiyo like
yeah.
Matakarua si mse mwenye anapenda kuget her hands dirty. Kuna mse naweza niliona clip yake pia. Of course ilikuwa ni former LSK president. Unamuitanga nani mister?
Former LSK nani? Former LSK nani? Si Harvey?
Kitambo like a veteran guy.
Supreme Court.
Yeah, Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Supreme Court was saying like alikuwa anatetea maloya anasema sijui we are seeing this because this is not the first guy kukuatia na practice law without hajamaliza like most of the nini. So alikuwa anasema like ati judges are earning more than lawyers. I don't know who's supposed to earn more because I think lawyer anafaa kuwa anaweza get do mob kulingana na how much he charges. Anasema but we are seeing a scenario yenye unapata tima judges ndio na command a lot of wakona do mob. So that's why you keep seeing most of this and this and this.
So wanasema why they are fake lawyers.
I don't know.
That's interesting.
Ili clip ya some few years ago.
Few years ago. Okay.
So nilikuwa nasema if Supreme Court unajua ni someone who's controversial. Akisema atatetea this guy. Then maybe unaweza so pia yeye anakuanga na issues zake.
He would never open that Pandora's box. And angalia ka if he's commented about it, I don't think he's commented about it because every time he comments
ni clip ya kitambo.
No, angalia kwa tweets because he's very active on Twitter. Every time he comments, people remind him about his beef na Nelson Harvey. Because Nelson Harvey was the guy who used to tell him, I remember even the words, like this guy who faked his pupillage. Nasikia faked his pupillage. So walikuwa washinda wakiletana, then I don't know how they met and they became bosom friends. So nowadays they are super friends. So I don't think he'd want to open that Pandora's box. This is one of those things that you just let go. Don't talk.
Okay.
Don't do anything.
Ameretweet.
Ameretweet nani?
Ameretweet some account called Omwanza Ombati.
What did Omwanza say?
Dear colleagues, I write to you today about a matter of utmost importance that demands our immediate attention. It has come to our notice that Mr. Brian Mwenda has been operating within our legal community under a false guise, falsely presenting himself as an advocate. Further investigation into this matter reveals a disconcerting possible case of identity theft as per records on the Law Society of Kenya portal.
Identity theft. Okay.
So
this guy was practicing with someone else's credentials because yake ilikuwa there was the whole story of fake pupillage. So I don't know what's pupillage. Anza tafuta meaning of pupillage. So kulikuwa na hiyo. Poleni jo leo tumeingia kwa law.
Our learned friends.
We are talking about the law, and this is why like Musa Maga, this separates us from that gossip guy. Just start out the gossip guy. But there's a dude who just discusses gossip. Alafu kitu ni bamba na watu ni like if you keep a bunch of men together to gossip, they never notice they're actually gossiping. When you sit down to just talk about like this person and their wife and their that's gossip. Whose kid this could be, this cannot be someone's kid. Literally that's what gossip is. Discrediting if someone is someone's kid. That's so pupillage inamaanisha
So pupillage in law terms, it's apprenticeship to a member of the bar, which qualifies a barrister to practice independently.
Then that.
Mfano katika sentence, in the first 6 months of pupillage.
Okay. But because Nani, Harvey used to make it look like it's a big issue.
It's a big issue.
He taught himself. He didn't need the pupillage. I know it's so it's mwenyewe anafaa understand why brand.
So this guy is practicing himself. He's a pupillage. This brand guy is a pupillage.
And he's reminding us, remember the original lawyers, the first lawyer ever had not gone to law school. You know that, right?
Yeah.
The first lawyer to ever exist on earth had not gone to law school. So we have to know that you can learn these things.
I'm sure biwe the first lawyers we encounter unajua ni our mothers. Waikurudisha chuo.
Kukutetea. Lakini ni lawyer gani wewe ataenda kukutandika pia.
But I've never thought about it.
Like, the first lawyer the first doctor hakuenda med school, like a lot of things. If you think about it, like it's scary. The first dude was just like just grabbed a cadaver and went at it. He did some weird shit like the first guy who ever did a postmortem najua. So all these things zile lakini baadaye zikakam zikakuwa what it is. So history ya Brian Mwenda, it also makes us start questioning education, like and versus profession. Like in many professions, if you know how to do it, that's good enough. If you're an engineer and you can engineer stuff, no one will care which school you went to, as long as can you do it. But if you're a doctor and you didn't go to school, people will always be like, kaulicheki ule kulikuwa na kadoki fulani pia masaiza LD used to open people up and never hakuwa hii dedisha mtu yote. So you're the real doctors with real papers from University of Nairobi, Kenyatta University, whatever are busy here wakimaliza wase. Nimesema Kenyatta University, if I'm wrong msinirukie, but I think Kenyatta University nowadays has medical school. But zile niko 100% sure ni University of Nairobi na niko 100% sure juu ya Moi University. Those two you'll find our doctors wanachaga makasi kwa tumbo za wase, wanafanyia wase ingine inakuwaga nini ile where they mess a woman nini kabisa. I don't know kind of kuwaga wanafanyia kuna time zi waga ni fibroids ile au they mess up your gap ya nini. Kuna vile au mess up kabisa. I don't know what they do, but there's something that they do. So unapata this guy who was arrested hakuwa amedo all those sins, unajua he was so. But now it's the debate about what do we call what do we call what.
I think practice makes perfect. Tuseme tu.
But who has this dude been practicing on? That's now the mistake. But you might find some cheap mochari hapa Kenya where he practices. Because hizi mamochari za Kenya si unapataga mtu amepasuliwa na mtu amenini, so maybe there's that. But
hata ukienda pale which ushaenda nini, there's a time nakumbuka your Caesar alikuwa anaanza chuo. Na hizi story of course you know you have to register, you have to do whatever. Kuna best yangu back in the days guy used to own a kiosk. As in tuoita alikuwa kwa kiosk niwebai kwake. Fast forward 2015
7 years later
akona ofisi dealing with lawyers you guy. And I'm like, if you need to do this, do this. If you need to do this, do this. Ni kuja hapa after 5 minutes. And then kuja hapa nini jioni nitakuwa na hizi makaratasi nitakuwa na nini. He was so knowledgeable about hizo vitu zote. Na hakuna kitu wrong, hakuna step ana miss. Anakuambia you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this, you need this. Pani kwa namuza dude kwa nini? Kanaambia hapana, walikuwa nakata maji na lawyer fulani. That's where he got his practice.
So through osmosis and diffusion, kuzime nikumbusha there's something that King Kalala alisema I found to be super interesting. King Kalala alisema ati right now if you went to sit for an exam and they asked you explain how this and this happens, and you're trying to think, you try and think, and then the time runs out. If after amesema kwisha, the time has run out, you remember like damn, I actually know. If you start writing, you're going to be stopped cause no one cares that you understand and nini. They only care if you can remember and if you can remember fast. If you can cram and
if you
remember
can
fast.
cram and
Yeah, so I think that's why sasa education inaanza kuwa confusing because even like the times that we live in like ushaona watoi kuna watoi wa Chinese wamekuwa wakionyeshwa and the way they even study mathematics it's on a whole other level because mujichukuaga like that one dude who really loves maths and I can do quick hey watoi unaona kuna things I don't even try. I see them going through hizo figures.
I don't think you hurt your brain.
Yeah. Kuna hizo nini. So education has to keep evolving and we'll see what happens. Of course kwa Brian Mwenda I hope
Mama itamwendea poa.
Yeah, vitu zitamwendea poa alafu
Okay.
we see what happens. Nza check the next nini cause leo machikia tuja city nini hapa mbele.
Nimeshinda nikiangalia email nimeangalia saa hii but ilikuwa ni story na what is this guy
azizi
Larry.
kwa story ya Larry bado okay yani
you didn't nini
I wanted your story ya Larry Madon kwa nataka tui discuss
no nimeangalia saa hii
yeah
email yako na you didn't click send
damn tunachikimia naambia wase like I had such a long night
na mko huko did you get these cares za whatever
yeah kulikuwa na a story ya ati the American embassy
there was a plane at least ilienda
kwenda Heathrow Kenya Airways and then it was a false alarm najua and hizo vitu zinakuwaga scary because you know like ushaonaga like the way they do it in movies actually happens in real life where like two fighter jets tokea kwa sides and then they start telling you like enda inakuwaga scary so vitu kaa hizo alafu kusikia nini so hapa Kenya one of the reasons why this thing might have come out ni jua ile statement rais wetu walimake bila kufikiria keenly nakunga ile time kuna hii vita ilianza kuhappen Middle East yakatokea akisema tuko na side moja kusema
hizo side mbili zime create a lot of divided attention cause hata hii Premier League niliona ikiside na one side na the whole world is you know kuna wale wase wame come up wakinini wasewa the most high the merciful one
cause nini Bernie Sanders
and then kaona like kama Chelsea team yangu nikaona imerelease statement ikasema ati na side na like
siko najua hivyo
I'm like understand na you know
najua ni upumbavu
akina Jesus Kristo so mi niko like well ani watu wanashindanga kwa internet they know what's going on wako na players wa both religions sindio so coming out strongly na the whole world because I wako like this is what you've been fed by the mainstream media na nini this is what we know and this is a football club no one expected sijui whatever at football teams kusanda mi niliona ikiwa very I don't know ni kama kuna countries zina push zimeamua tu they just push this country is the one being attacked hii ingine they're the bad ones
unajua hata imenikumbusha nani kuna kitu Gaidho alidu Gaidho alirelease a video where he was talking about how hapa Kenya tuliend up nene like Kenya during Uhuru's time tulisign contract na US na tukisign hiyo contract na US tukasema sisi at no time will we ever criticize kitu yote ili inafanyika na Waisraeli tutakuwaga always on their side so tulirelease hii statement tulisign contract inasema hivyo like there was actually 3 paragraphs zile zilisemaga at no given time will we ever but sasa if you sign such a contract hakuna ubaya just keep quiet msiongee because the whole world waga quiet ile time ile inchi na tendewa Kiebrania so because hiyo inchi bado ina go through like worse apartheid than kitu nini ilikuwa na go through SA so hiyo ni whatever kuna story ina happen hapo alafu imenikumbusha kuna msee I think niko nini fan uliko South Africa alionanga tukibonga juu ya SA akasema hiyo time tulikuwa tunabonga juu yake inaonga majuzi tukiongea juu kuna nukaga huko hiyo tio nini kulipata juu kuna money truck ilikuwa imerobiwa like that same
day kuna sema like you'll never drive
Yeah.
behind nini
money trucks huko
nikasema vile miupita katikati ya probox
Yeah.
na mandaiza nini
Yeah,
security
'cause Kenya unajua it's not an issue
it's not an issue
kule ni serious jo but wacha tuende us kidogo so us of course story imekuwa kitrend sana ni story na Will Smith na Jada Pinkett and Jada watu wengi walionasikizaga Iko Nini wanajuaga mi si fan yake since ile vile time alitokea kubonga juu ya ile raya inaitwa Agosti kuna vile nilishindwa jo ni nini jo alafu akibonga juu ya Agosti nilifeel kama alikuwa na disrespect nani kabisa naitwa Will Smith. But Will Smith on the other side I don't know what's up with him but then sasa akatokea akasema wamekuwa separated since 2016 so kama wamekuwa separated since 2016 who do you think feels like a fool cause kuna rapa anaitwa Joyner Lucas alisemanga I want some of that Will Jada love sindio mpaka saa hizi Will Smith wameenda studio na record na Joyner Lucas so now you know that this guy who you are praising and how you gonna a perfect relationship actually didn't have a perfect relationship so and then so ndio nakuuliza who's more pissed is it Joyner Lucas knowing his hero is not what he thought ama is it Chris Rock for being slapped by someone telling him keep my wife out of your mouth na saa hiyo the wife is not the wife mpaka Jada anasema alishtuka vile aliitwa wife cause hakuwa wife
sinolikuwa okay psychotic human cause hata linakumbuka akisema kwa kuna jo saini quotes zake zimekuwa zikitrend anasema like I didn't actually think the way is going to do it and I was there like oh well oh well I think ni kama alikuwa Jada ni kama alikuwa anaona like hii kitu isha cause nani alibreak story ni wote wawili ama ni Jada
hii saizi sini Jada anauza kitabu na ajali so
okay.
anafanya
So,
Will Smith anakaka rasa cause Will Smith aliandika kitabu na kwa kitabu yake hakuiputi hivyo so at least one of the things ilimekam ikakuwa clear ni they were never in an open relationship because that never made sense to me when Will Smith you are a Hollywood superstar unizapata basically dem yote unataka utasheaje dem unajua raya ubonga hapa inje ukihe kushare dem ni hard unajua cause ile sehemu nyeti haikutengenezwa hivyo like first of all ndio mshare inakuwaga hamuheshimu the next thing hamjiheshimu kuna kitu moja nilanjua ngono ilikuwa interesting sana mufollow hii page mnaweza ifollow inaitwa IFL Science I fucking love science so inaitwa IFL Science so according to science sufanya ngono jua nini
well to procreate
yes to procreate so
to survive
so haijaligi ka tunaenjoy do you know at the only reason ati if nature was perfect because nature si perfect tungekuwa tunaingia mara moja alafu na tapika alafu story kuisha but the only reason
maneno ya throwing
the only reason woendaga ati inje ndani na inje ni to literally kupull vitu za ule mse mwingine inje that's how nasty nature is atunaingiaga hivo ndio utoe vitu za ule zimwagike ndio sasa zako ziende so hiyo time una last inatumia we kutoa vitu za mtu mwingine so that's why naturally hata mademu wanajazika ukilast cause inafaa kuwa ushatoa za ule mwingine sasa wewe ndio so now you're the prime whatever dhanira kuzira ingine ikulast inamaanisha kaa ilipata vitu zingine za mtu mwingine zake hazitafika mwisho cause hakuwa ametoa enough nature ni nasty bana so now wacha to go back to Will Smith wacha to go back to Will Smith
so ulikuwa niuliza nani ni nani ama
nani anafaa kwa more pissed is it Chris Rock
Chris ni amejaa mjuka Chris unajua mwingine just followed a lie mwingine received a slap you get and saindo I think saindo hiyo slap imeland cause yes alichapwa he had forgotten about it cause saindo ni ile ko like what nikoshota alijishika hapa tena saindo alifeel like uni mse alinislap cause he wanted to please a relationship that was rocky you know he didn't need to do it
You slapped me for no reason.
Exactly.
She was not
because I don't know. For me, even do you notice what it took for me to watch Emancipation?
Yeah.
It's about the story, but at some point hata nikiangalia tu Will bado alikuwa anijamisha like you don't do that.
You don't do that. Na hii ilikuwa kabla tupate information that si wife wake. Sasa ningekuwa wife wako, hiyo joke haikuwa mbaya hivyo.
Haikuwa mbaya.
Acheki. Sasa uende unamchapa kofi juu ya mtu si wife wako. Alafu kuna raya fulani mtoi wa beste yako anaitwa Agosti. Analala na ni dem hajiheshimu. Cause we try to imagine. Ian saizi try to imagine. Like a situation where unalala na mother ya beste yako. Like do you even respect your friend?
No.
Do you respect your friend's dad?
You get respect watu wao.
Wacheki. So hiyo ni disrespectful to a certain level.
Hiyo ni madhara.
Whatever. Yeah. So kitu fani ni vile nilikuwa out of town sijui kama hii kuzi interview ilitokea time nilikuwa naishia nini. So sijakaa hapa sija go through akina Mahulu na ma NBC kujua kama it's actually out the full interview because actually want to watch the full interview but ile kitu dem try to do she just trying to sell her book. Acheki na ameamua ku reveal vitu zingine. Umesikia vile alisema pia
hata stories za Tupac.
Yeah. Ati Tupac alimpropozia in jail. Alafu sasa kitu nilicheka kuna raya fulani huandikaga articles online. Kumeandika articles online that never did a damaged woman. Alafu najulitoa gani? Jada Pinkett was in love with a thug. Thug like Tupac, a thug who brought nothing but disrespect. But Will Smith on the other side was in love and was a good guy.
Just meet
and you reward goodness with disrespect and what? Because Will has been disrespected. That's the one thing ile lazima tukue honest. Like Will has been disrespected in ways that Mimi as a thousandaire, I'm not even a millionaire, you get. I'm a thousandaire in Kenyan shillings.
You're a brownie, you get.
Yes. Hey, a brownie, yeah?
Yeah, you're a brownie.
I'd never take your disrespect. Mimi na hii level yangu siwezi. So nashindwa msee, kuna hii do yote. I don't know. Alafu unajua shida ya states pia ni ukiwa such a big superstar. You don't actually get to deal with many girls. Unajua hivyo? Ile risk ya
kuna paparazzis kuna
plus
you don't know kama anakula for sure. Intentions za watu I think the more unapanda nini kwa class whatever ladder the more unaanza even the organizations around you unapata like wanakuambia like your numbers have been up since mkue in an open relationship na this person. So where ukiamka it's all about maintaining where you are. So unaona like if I spend more time na umse na nisi divorce is, looks bad on my whatever. So let me preserve this na ikia hivyo and then uko busy. The more una get money the more uko busy. But Will anionyesha ni ule mse mwenye hiyo unasema like hakudeal na many girls. Because hata history yake ni Jada. After that ni Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Ilikuwa baby mama zizi.
Men in Black, sijui what.
Zilikuwa baby mama. Akona baby mama wa kwanza. Alafu iko na Jada. Alafu hii historia yake na Jada, I think if we go to the root of this story, I think it's Tupac. I think Will Smith alianza kurap before Tupac. Sindio? Unajua hivyo? Like huko ma 1989.
Jazzy Jeff.
Na Jazzy Jeff. Kina parents just can't understand. Sindio? But I think when he saw Tupac, akaona the way Tupac alikuwa thug and what, I think alikuwa fascinated na Tupac so much that he felt like if a woman who loved Tupac can love me, then it means I'm special. Because whatever Will Smith sees in Jada tuonagi. Nishaonaga kuna watu walijoke wakasema ati Jada hata struggling akiingia ndani ya jeans. Najua hiyo bullshit but I was like wa mademu wako wadogo pia najua kitambo I'd have made that joke but siku hizi najua kama mademu wa kidogo pia wanaweza kufanyia vitu za kibrania. Wanaweza kufanyia kitu ya kibrania.
They can make you struggle.
So I don't think that's the reason. Kiniuliza kwa nini? I feel like this is not even about Jada Pinkett. This is about Tupac. So Will Smith alikuwa na worship Tupac to a certain level. Alikuwa like if I can get that dude's woman, I'm going to be whatever. Alafu Tupac on the other side New Jada was full of ish hakuwa anampatia that your energy but Q-Dem iko hapa he's like sijui nini he wanted to date me but I knew as soon as he left jail he'd have nini whatever me divorced me and they're like nah now you say that Najua?
So Jada naona wheel parking
yeah unajua kuna rap anaitwa Will Park wewe so but hii pia ina come back to vile musemaga like it come to men pia kuna hiyo experience ya kudili na madem kadhaa inakuwaga necessary sana cause itafanya uavoid vitu za kipumbavu juu hata kaa nikiwa LD tukibonga na boy anaitwa Mose na kunga nikimwambia nikimwenjoy like hey buda wewe bado ni young but I hope hautaifanya ile ujinga ilifanyika hapa kanduza nini kama ile ujinga fala ilitoka Meru ama na akienda
akishapen yo nini
usoi put mtu on such a high pedestal because I feel like Will Smith aliweka Jada Pinkett such a high alafu najua Hollywood tuambia hiyo story like I worship the ground you walk on no that's bullshit you can love someone you can treat them with respect without worshiping the ground they walk on if they step on ish I'm not following that ish at I worship the ground you walk on no
it's a shit show
yeah it becomes a shit show and that's what that relationship has become it's come from the perfect relationship to what a relationship should never be sana kumka alafu inakuonyesha vile tuni fake kumka like wakianzisha the red table they'd be there in the house pretending to be like a couple alafu anabonga juu ya vile and then I remember now the other red table dem akisema like I wanted to feel good I just had not felt good in a long time she was saying that and Will Smith is there
inakata ni nani ilikuwa ni idea yake maybe
yeah
ati I was in a entanglement
I was in an entanglement but at least one thing alisema they were never in a open relationship damn Will
because kibonga about your nini dudes actually for dude
yeah
you need to go
out there
and you just throw yourself out
and experience life
yani funge macho tu jithrow huko and test out love na nini hata nilikuwa
get a few heartbreaks
because kuna dude imani text nini Iko Nini ni fan wetu sana tahol jina yake so kuniuza like nini akona nani to dem yake ameget ball na nini and they are very young they're in their early 20s dem ataki kugo on nayo sijui afanye nini mwambia dude ya young
if the kid gotta go
yeah dude you are young man you are young but nikamwambia like this person who's mwenye anataka kutoa nani because siku nataka kuansa sana juu siku hizi unajua tunabonga alafu kitu inakwambia like yeah but I'm there like I'm sure the institutions hapa Kenya zenye zinafanya hizo vitu nikamwambia if someone mwenye sahi you guys are young and nakwambia unaweza
in a lifetime commitment
being a lifetime commitment
nikamwambia
don't look unaangalia side yako ati because you just want to be unajiona ukiwa a dad but is umse mwingine unaweza force vitu zenye hata mtoe anaweza kuja to this earth to a mother mwenye anamchukia mother mwenye anamtesa
alafu ukwe hauko hapo
alafu kwe
nikamwambia like present as you think
nikamwambia at least you've known your father at an early age
alafu as long as like, it's not too far like akukwambia how far then it is because if you're very far if you're very far it's a risk to the kid unajua as long as it's not a risk and not a risk it's a risk to the mom
no as it's as, nini niliuliza aliniambia hiyo duration na nini nikamwambia na ile decision nani atatake this girl atatake usimchukie
hiyo ndio ni choice yake
and if it doesn't work out it's okay
kuskitu nikatsia ni a lot of people wanakuwa ready to be kuambia say never do that they are not dads they might be fathers but they're not dads because your dads it means you spend time with your kid you hang out with your kid you know your kid you play around with your kid mkuto yako kwa na mavidonda unajuaga mtoi alianguka leo wewe ni buda mtoi na mtoi yako kwa na madent zimeshapona na ujui times aliangukaga you don't even spend enough time around your kid hawezi kama advice mse mwingine akue buda unaona so boy pia lazima ajue plus hiki tunakambiki you need financial muscle ya kuabudu.
Yeah.
So
responsibilities.
hawezi kuwa tu like I just want to be a father cause it's the cool thing to do. Najua imefikaga hiyo level where it's the cool thing to do.
Like have a kid
somewhere.
Nah.
Unajua ile kitu yofanyaga nini so I think isn't it like to at least mu disagree na liberal America on a lot of things but hiyo ni one thing si disagree now. Dem anafaa kudetermine hiyo story na pia dem akiamua kukip na chali ajisikii huo dem asianze mambo ya child support pia kuna faa kwa hiyo level. Nafaa kwa like mimi siko ready na sitaweza kuaffordira so since sitaweza kuaffordira mimi nimejitoa hakuna DNA hakuna nini so kuna faa kwa like both sides zinafaa kunini isikuwe tu dem anakubali alafu cause ukiwa na do hakuna dem jo utagaga kuna
mimi niwaambia tu I wish you guys well you know whatever but niwaambia in whatever situation yatachu because ndo yako ndani yake alikuwa ndani yake akatoka masama alisaa yuko anaenda na ni place ameenda hata mwili ta change whatever it's a lot so yeah
but at least sasa nini tukibonga juu story at least one thing tunajua ni Tupac si Tupac Will Smith aliweza kupull out Tupac stuff out because mtoi wake mtoi wa kwanza alizaliwa wen mtoi wa kwanza I've never even checked but Willow at least ufana na Will Smith najua
watu wake ni
huyo mwingine ufana na madhake so but he ended the first born wacha tucheki alizaliwa when but I think alizaliwa after Tupac ashaded I hope mtu ya kuzaliwa 97 je kusikani 97 za kwa ni mtu ya Tupac kwa tu ni unajua mtu ipi akifana na madhake inakuwa gani tricky kujua mtu ni wa nani but na try to imagine like having that amount of wealth and not having the confidence yenyewe confidence ni kitu moja important sana
so kuna Jaden
alizaliwa
tunaangalia this
ndio Jaden muona mnaita
guys
mnaita Uhuru Kenyatta Jaden
tuangalie
born in 98 ama 97
8th July 1998
okay at least mtu wa Tupac unless alikuwa amefreeze nini za Tupac at least nini but cause ile Will Smith John afa kwa iko rada cause kitu fani na ule sasa mtu mwingine wa Will Smith from the other relationship yofana naye sana unajua hivyo
nani
mtu wa kwanza
nimechekira
yuitwa Trevor ama ama yuitwa nani the first born
anaitwa
Trey Smith anakuwa nini him is like a photocopy of the dad
almost age mates nice dude
so alafu kuna time the yenyewe family ni fake lakini unajua kuna time huo mother Trey nani walikaa chini kubanga juu the relationship and nowadays they are friends and even Will is the kumbe sasa washa separate that family but they made money from Facebook well make money a lot of money half I think Facebook finally discontinued your red table najua cheki red table talk I think
ilipata red flags
because when it started out I'll be honest man I used to watch some of those things because there were some powerful stories hapo so I used to watch some of the powerful stories but then it became hata nani mwenyewe anaitwa Snoop was there like because kuna time Snoop ameenda hapo afu dem alisema nini at times vile Kobe Bryant alidedi Snoop alijam sana na one of the reporters wa US kuzo reporter alianzisha ati there were rape allegations against Kobe sindio so Snoop was like umsejo ametoka tu kudedi saa hizi jo plane imecrash helicopter afu ina bring up this story so Snoop akamuita bitch sindio vile Snoop alimuitaga the B word najua hii hutratili call Snoop alafu ikamtolea gani when you called her a bitch I felt like you'd called me I felt like you called my mother I felt like you called my daughter I felt like you called every woman so Snoop had to go through that shit out of the respect for Will Smith so as soon as hii bullshit ya Will ilitokea watu wakaanza kumekizo means you were like when you disrespected Will I felt like you disrespected me I felt like you disrespected my whole family kulikuwa na hiyo nini alitulega Snoop hizo jo and Snoop had to sit there and listen to that bullish try kusikia hiyo so she has cojones dude cojones try imagine sitting down there judging a man because utafilaje someone has just died. He's an icon. Yes, there were rape allegations against him. They were settled out of court because nakani kama they didn't hold any water. But for him to save his basketball career, I was like, akuna haja ya go through this. Sakalipa. Your story kaisha. Then you bring it. Kama saizi sunacheki kulikuwa na nini allegations against Cristiano akidedi leo utabring up hizo story za allegations.
Zizi.
Nacheki. So hiyo ndio kitu lifanyaga. Nani kwa naitwa nani? Was it Gail? Try kuangalia ule mtu alibring up nini a black reporter who brought up hizo allegations za Kobe Bryant. So Snoop had to just sit there and listen to the bullshit. Akaisikiza alafu ikanini. So yeah, that was very interesting to see. But
hiyo show ni kama it don't continue. Because naona why was nini
red tape? Because people stopped watching it when people noticed that she's full of ish. Because a lot of people walikuwa nasema utachukuaje mtoi wa beste yako. Alafu this another thing watu walikuwa nasema ukitaka kuangalia the difference pia between hizi genders mbili. Jada aligo for beste ya mtoi wake who was a drug abuser and an addict, sindio? Everyone forgave her. Watu wakonza what if the tables were turned and it was Will Smith go for beste ya Willow. No, beste ya Willow ni drug addict. Will angekuwa na career leo kuzoto angesema amemgroom whatever acheki. So kuna hiyo nini ilikuwa nani? Was it Gail?
Wanasema tu hizo zenye zikona hapa zimewithhold jina.
Kwa report alini kusijika ni Gail ule best ya nini. Unzangalia Gail alafu andike hiyo B word alafu andike Snoop. Ama Snoop calls reporter the B word alafu what shows up. Is any joyze manini I need to get iPad soon. Hata kunini to get your fact through nini. But the Gail King best ya Oprah and they bring up hiyo. Alafu watu wengi pia likatsika that it was actually a black woman sexualizing the black man. Najua akitry kumtreat as this beast. Najua this kuzajua walami usemaga hivyo sini mabeast.
Beast.
Na nile ati
animals.
Tuko nini mpaka tuwezi control urges zetu. Sisi wala grab them tumpeleke kwa bush. Najua hizo ujinga zote. So kuna kwa hiyo pumbavu. So hiyo ni story na nani tutaendelea kuifuatilia of course tuone like the way it unfolds. If I get a chance to watch it either on Hulu ama NBC the full interview tabaki nimewatch alafu pia nitatry kuchanua Mr. Ian here how to watch the full and then tutabonga juu yake. But tukitoka hapo acha tubonge juu ya Larry Madowo. So kuna vile Larry Madowo alibaki ametravel. Okay, Larry ni msema ona countries mob sana. I think
he's lucky.
He's a globe trotter. I think there's a point where Larry alikuwa anasema that I think he'd visited I don't know how many countries this year alone. I think like in a year he visits even more than 50 countries. So aliposti kitu moja akasema that welcome to Dakar Senegal. The best city in Africa makitu kama hiyo.
Question.
Yes. Alafu unaona train uliona hizo trains. Halafu akaendelea kuna ile post alitengeneza juu ya Africa Cup of Nations itafuta because Kenya of course tumeshinda Africa Cup of Nations. So he went huko Senegal akaona study fulani ile huko Senegal and he decided to do something about it. If I'm not wrong Senegal ili duiwa na ma-Chinese unajua hivyo like kupelekwa hiyo level. Sisi tuliduiwa na ma-Chinese. The difference is Senegal wali control their appetite ya corruption. Sisi tuko tumemwaga mate yote. Kwa hiyo story ya Africa Cup of Nations aliandika
no hii yenye amepostadi mesema is your region hosting a football tournament but has no as decent stadium yet. Look what other people have. Na America actually ungenionyesha this stadium without Stade du Senegal. Abdul Wade. This is Allianz Arena.
Yeah.
This is that high class you know,
Stadium.
international standards.
Mm.
Cause hata zenye tunatoi kudu hapa of course hapa hata hatuna nini continental standards. You know,
yeah,
hapa zile nini tunaweza hold hapa ni za kukimbia tu because they're not even using the pitch themselves.
yeah. So to see like a country like Senegal reaching those levels, it just shows you how corruption wagambaya. Alafu kitu nithig na corruption in this country is sisi wenyewe tumekuwa we are so tribal
sorry
that
ni post yake these trains. Greetings from Dakar, Senegal, Africa's greatest city? Question mark. Lord, I see what you're doing for other people.
The same way sisi tukiwapa na ka podcast ketu, we see what the Lord is doing for you, Larimado. So I think the grass is always green on the other side. So but ukiangalia vitu kaa hizo vile nilikuwa nasema, it shows you how corruption is bad because Kenya so walituibia hivyo, but the average Kenyan will never look at them like they stole from us as a country, they stole from our kids' future. The average Kenyan will always look at it from ni mtu wetu, na mtu wetu akikula ni sawa, mtu wao akikula ndio kuna shida. Unachiki, that's where the problem is. To
elections inakuanga like hata wewe ende ukule. So inakuanga hivyo. Inakuanga hivyo like majuzi tulikuanga so fascinated that the governor anatoka. Unajua neighbor yangu? Amatangi. But sahi watu I think wameanza kuona past the ish. Na wameanza kumcall out. Unajua hata walikuwa wameona na kublock baro ya kuingia kwao cause if kama sisi tuko na shida ni wewe uko na
Amataagi.
You get, so sahi I think watu wanaenda activism. Sahi unajua what politicians wameweza kudu over a long period of time withhold information. Sahi people can access budget readings as a county. So you don't even need your MCA to kama kuambia sijui nini. Mtu anaangalia tu pale proceedings za county assembly, watu waliongea about nini, budget ya this year. And then that dude alienda akarudisha do. Akasema tie amaliza project. Akarudisha do na kuna whole baro yenye iko tamak.
Alirudisha?
Yeah man, guys got pissed.
So damn.
People say kuna hizo checks and balances wasi wanaweza zifuatilia sana. Na ndio maana ndivyo guys walikuwa wanasema like you have internet. These are things that at your disposal, at your fingertips. Basically you can just type na nini, get educated kidogo, ndio mjue msee akikam back to you pale kwa ground akwambia sijui nini na nini, naambia dude,
did you do this, did you do that? So hiyo imekuwa ni episode 224. Kama kawaida tukisema like, subscribe, hit the notification button, tell a friend to tell a friend. Me and my bloodshot eyes nikikwambia Iko Nini.